Hello. Quair. Ta-da! I don't think there will be any mecha chocobos. Yeah. This is let's see. This is the first game of the this is the very first game ever where chocobos got their own game. But sadly it was never released in English. It's another situation where we got the second game in English, but this one was never officially translated. So I have played the second game, but not this one, not the first one. So today we shall correct that. That might also be true. You never know. That could be true. We don't have any options in this game. We only have new game or continue. And in that interview we had a while ago, or pretty recently, with Richard Honeywood, he explained why there was no translation for this game. Uh-oh, evil Chocobo! We don't have Mecha Chocobo, but we have evil Chocobo. Excuse me. We made it to the game. Rewatching the Spelsamlare. It's a year old. We had, I think it was Quarky in chat a few days ago. He said he was also rewatching my episodes. What is this? One year later. And people are still watching. Yeah, maybe you should rewatch them. The one English viewer. At least the only confirmed one. Thanks. And I'm still trying to watch the latest episode. They finally released another Spelsamlare. I have only had the time to watch about half of that episode. Very focused on Pokemon and Game Boy, it seems. But I already said it before, I'm planning to do some kind of collection stream sooner or later, where we can take a look at some old pictures and some items that we didn't have time to show in the video. It's always fun to see the evolution of the collection. The collection wasn't always legendary. Yeah, I suspected as much. They started very focused on the Game Boy and the handheld. A lot of nice games in there, but it doesn't seem to be too much of an RPG focus in that collection. It seems to be pretty mixed collection. Yeah, I don't have anything specific planned yet, but someday we shall do a stream like that, where we just dig deep in my old picture archives. There should also be some old videos I can show. I do know they are super bad quality, but I do have some old videos. Excuse me, I would like a room. And since there is a standard name, I'm going to use the standard name of Poulette. And we can also see some of all the things that I did own before, but sold or traded away. I traded away so many games when in the last renovation. Only a few. Most of the things I don't regret. I did have that Ocarina of Time bundle for 64. That one has become super expensive lately. So I don't regret selling it, but I regret not selling it later. I should have waited a few more years until it became expensive. And a big regret is also that I sold my Final Fantasy VI for Super Nintendo, the US version. Yeah, the big one. The big one with the console, the guide, the game, and a pin. A mystery Chocobo. And this has to be the smallest text box ever. We can fit 4 short words into this text box. Lend me a room. Very rare items. Is that so? Sounds nice. That's right. I did remember someone showed it. Yeah, it is quite rare. And hello, Quarky. It's a new day, so we are playing a new game. We beat Bloodborne yesterday. You missed the end, I think. Nice, nice. Yeah. It was quite late. It was a very late Bloodborne stream yesterday, so I understand that. Once we defeated that triple boss, the rest of the game was pretty. We didn't have any more big trouble after that boss. The game went pretty well as soon as we got past that. If you make it out alive. Ha 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 ha. I don't trust that mystery Chocobo. There's something fishy about it. And today we are starting this Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, the very first game. I'm pretty sure this is the very first game where the Chocobo gets its own game. There have been a lot of different Chocobo games after this, but this should be the first. Chocobo! Hello, Max Fi Guy. Yes, it's Chocobo time. We also have a Moggle with us. Or Moogle, however you pronounce it. I say Moggle. Time for some classic dungeon crawl. Kentucky Fried Chocobo. I hope not. I hope this Chocobo stays unfried. But we can't be sure. Who knows what's awaits us in this dungeon. Exactly. Let him cook. Let the Chocobo cook. Literally. Ah, a potion. And some money. Dull as usual. Yeah, that's the question. I don't think we have seen any proof of them eating chocobos, at least. I don't think we have seen any chocobo steaks or something like that. Exactly, that would be like eating horse. They are mostly used for transportation. We already went back outside. That was a short trip to the dungeon. They have completely replaced all food with potions. That's all they eat in Final Fantasy. I do know that in Final Fantasy 8 at least they eat a lot of hot dogs. It's a running joke in Final Fantasy 8 that they keep running out of hot dogs in the school cafeteria. And then again we see them, yeah. So hot dogs are confirmed in Final Fantasy 8. Exactly, at the very end of the game he finally gets his hot dog. And that is also true in Final Fantasy 15. There is a lot of... you have those campfires where you can cook some food. Oh, look at this massive text box. They managed to fit 6 words into it. 7 words. 6, 7, 5. I can't count. More than 3. That's the highest I can count. Just to provoke. Everyone knows that Chocobo Dungeon is the best Final Fantasy. Oh, we get to control this cute Chocobo. Looks like we can move in 8 directions in this game. Whee! I'm a twirling Chocobo. Will there be a fishing minigame? This looks like a fishing minigame. Camilla's mom. I don't know who Camilla is, but this is her mom. What fine feathers! And Dad is missing. He's a Chocobo wearing a green straw hat. Yes, we did see that. Very happy music. Gasp! Final Fantasy 15! Is this their Chocobo bed? The best part about Final Fantasy 15 was the optional bonus dungeon to me. That was the highlight. You don't only get a car, you get a flying car in Final Fantasy 15. Once you beat the game, you can finally fly around in the car. And once you can fly around in the car, you can find the hidden bonus dungeon. with some platforming from hell. Prime Garula rib. Or maybe some behemoth steak. No one is in. I didn't expect to get a full little town. I don't think the second game had a town. I think the second game was all about the dungeon. Oh, we have a run button. Final Fantasy VIII is the first Final Fantasy where you can drive a car. Unless you count the cutscenes in Final Fantasy VII where they drive that silly little... I wouldn't even call it a car. Yeah, that's true, it has the buggy as well, that could also be counted as a car. But a more classic, normal car. Normal people car, exactly. That can't drive through forest then. Looks like a church to me. But it was looks more like a restaurant. The hyper mogul from before. That energetic mogul went to see the mayor. What a familiar song this was. And also drives cars. It's optional, it's completely optional to ever drive those cars in Final Fantasy VIII. But you can do it. Dun dun. And in Final Fantasy VIII, not only the main character, but every single character has amnesia. They had to up the stakes. Not only the main character, every character. Amnesia for everyone. It is effective to make sure you raise books. Talons and saddles. Indeed, but it's already too late, at least story-wise. Even if you ignore them as a mechanic, the story still says that you have amnesia from using them. Exactly. It's the JRPG of JRPGs. Maximum JRPG. Director Nakamura Koichi. Signed and... and I forgot, I was trying to explain the reason in that interview with Richard Honeywood that released recently. He did say that he wanted to translate this game as one of his first projects, but when he asked around at the office, it turned out that the guy who had all of the files on his computer had left the company, and they had just wiped his computer, so all of the files were already gone. All of the files for this game was already gone, so they couldn't translate this game. That is the only reason why it wasn't translated. Dun dun dun, what a plot twist. The inn is really a dungeon. It was all a cover-up. So I have to do all of the exploring while the Mogul stays in town. That's a fair split of the work. Is there ATB? I think we have some ATB going on. Exactly, work distribution, that is what I was trying to say. I do all the work in the dungeon and the Mogul stays in town and just gather some information. But it looks like we have some kind of ATB. That's not what I expected of a dungeon crawler. It's the opposite of dungeon crawlers. Map size, tiny, big. I'm not sure what fade ATB means or faux ATB. We can try the difference between these. Yeah, it is ATB, which is scary. I'm gonna try... I'm gonna try to turn it off and see what happens if we set these to yes instead. See what a difference it makes. I don't think there was any difference at all. Ah, I see. I think we have a hunger meter up in the right corner. 98%. That's probably hunger. Ouch! I stepped in a trap. We are regaining health over time. Let's see if it happens when I stand still or only when I move. Ooh, nice. Dungeons and Dragons. It seems like as long as we stand still, nothing happens. But if we move around, we regain some health. Hehehe. Can't have a fight without a character. Let the fight continue for weeks and weeks. It shall be an eternal fight. Let's grind for maximum level in the D&D fight. Why is there a Chocobo here? Who am I? I am Krell. A Chocobo in a straw hat seems to be in trouble. Lurk away. A Goliath that raises the undead. A Goliath wizard that raises the undead. A treasure called a book. If you read the books, they emit a strange power. Look at the time. What a mysterious character. It's gonna take a while to get used to this ATB. Level up! It's gonna take a while to get used to the level up. I mean the ATB system. Yeah, if I find a copy of that, I might have to play it just for you. I already beat the English version, but it would be fun to do the Swedish as well. And let's see if we read the book. Nothing happens. They said I should read the books, but nothing happens. I think I just threw it away. Yeah, I just threw it away. That was pointless. We shall see how fun the game is. I did have quite some fun with the second game. And the second game is pretty similar, classic dungeon crawler. But I'm pretty sure that the second game didn't have ATB. It has been many years since I played it. But the enemies will only move when I move, just as it should be in classic dungeons. It's just when you are close to the enemy, the ATB gauge appears. So as long as I stand still, nothing will happen at all, but as soon as I take a move, then the enemy will also move. And when we get close to each other, then the ATB gauge starts. And then you can attack. It seems like we don't have to wait for the bar to get full. It's just my attack gets stronger when the bar is full. So it's a bit like Secret of Mana, where you have that bar filling up as well. So once we get a feeling for how much health the enemies have, then we can make some. Then we don't have to wait for the bar to fill up. We can do one strong attack and one smaller attack to defeat them. Once we start learning what type of health the enemies have. Oh, you mean that little accessory thing, maybe? That looks a bit like a memory card. There was some type of accessory you could. I never had one of those. I had a lot of things in my collection, but never one of those. How do we replace the equipment? How do I replace the wood this wood equipment? Maybe they are cursed, maybe I can't remove them, that might be the case. They might be cursed. Woohoo, level up! Goblin! I still don't understand what I meant by reading the books. Nothing happens when I read them. Maybe it has to be in a fight. Let's try it in a fight. I guess they are just spell. Not long. The clock is almost 15. Vhagar will soon get to do his fighting. No, remove the equipment. That's one way to do it, I guess. I guess that these wood equipments are cursed. You never know, maybe your character has been in the works for years and years. But yes, I have to assume that this wooden equipment is cursed, and that's the reason why I can't equip the leather once I equip the wood. Ooh, fancy, a ring. Unidentified ring. Ouch. Level 4. What's this? Mud trap. Sounds like the name of a Pokemon. It's another one. More mud traps. Oh, we can kill the slimes in one hit. It's the mysterious character again. Krell. Quahaha. You again? Yes, as I said, good luck in your fight. I hope it goes well. I hope you can defeat the spiders in the sewer. This is called a recycle box. Put in 2 items, then those 2 items are turned into 1. Ah, nice. So we can do some combining. And it's gone again. Potion. Pyro. And rain. Let's see. Oops. What shall we combine? Let's combine. Yeah, let's just try 2 potions to see what happens. 2 potions become 1 fresh. Whatever a fresh is. We don't know. Maybe it is a panacea. Could be. Oh, is this healing water? Or is it just some random water? Ah, we can fill up a bottle. Nice. It became a potion. So there is a reason to keep the empty bottles around. Slimy. Might as well use a potion. They heal for 50, so. A level up? Why did we? Interesting, we got a level up from stepping on that symbol. another blizzard. Let's try to go and combine two blizzards into one and see if it becomes a stronger version. Ah. We could also try to combine... Let's just do two blizzards. I'm not sure what the difference is. Did it change name or was it always a Blizzard? No! No! What was the point of that? I ate a nut, a sweet nut, and my level went down. Why? That was evil. We did gain a little bit of... we got a bit less hungry. But we also lost a level. Oh well, there it is, we got it back. Floor number 5, we got some new music. Woohoo! Seems like we gain levels by stepping on those. Which is nice. Uh-oh, multiple enemies. Is that a button? It was apparently a healing button. I have no idea what it's supposed to look like, but apparently it was a healing button. And sadly we can't equip this because these are cursed. That's a shame. I didn't expect the first equipment we find in the game to be cursed. Oh no, we are poisoned. Yeah, you can't stop sleeping now. Interesting. when we approach this torch, we get the option of using different magic. Let's try Blizzard and see what happens. We could put out the torch, then I guess we can also light it. Haha! And because we used Blizzard a few times, our Blizzard level went up. We could try this. Just use these over and over and see if they level up. Ta-da! Now our fire level is also level 2. That's interesting. You again? We keep meeting each other. This is a furnace. It raises levels of talons and saddles. Oh no, we shouldn't have. Oh, I wonder. Let's try the wood plus steel. Did nothing happen? Or do we have to use... Or do we have to use a specific book? Looks like nothing is happening. Either because we didn't have the right spell, or maybe steel plus wood doesn't work. And I noticed that our food, I call it food meter, I noticed that it went up because we were sleeping. Oh, is there a quick attack button? I wonder if we can attack with this. Or if... But I can't find any way to sleep. I can't find any way to sleep whenever I want. I could only sleep on the sleep trap. Sometimes quite often these dungeon crawlers have a sleep button, or a way to sleep whenever you want. Uh-oh, another one of these. They were pretty tricky. Let's try the Thunder spell. It seems like magic will be a pretty big part of this game. We constantly find the books. And the game constantly mentions them as well. No room for identity. Ah, nice. I guess we can use this to see the map for our floor. Glass. It was a glass ring all along. A glass ring with... Nice! That was nice, it removed the equipment. So now we can equip the steel saddle instead of the cursed one. I guess this symbol is the symbol for curse. Massive! That was a massive upgrade. We went from 5 defense to 14. What about attack? The attack is a bit lower, but it's better to have some lower attack than be cursed. In case we find something better. Where was the exit? I didn't see the exit anywhere. I must be missing some... Ah, here we go. Bendy. Bendy nut. I wonder how many levels there is in this dungeon and in this game. We are at floor number 7 right now. No room for wood. Time to... We can use the map. Use, ta-da! We can see the full map. Yeah, I think that is what it is. I can tell. Let's take a closer look when we see it next time. We can throw this away. Kick. We don't need to run around with cursed items. let's see if we see them again. There they are. Yes, they are. They sure look like mouse with turtle shell. Or a snail shell. Spiky snail shell. Ah, it's a classic Final Fantasy enemy. It's the Ahriman. Bookmark. Looks like the enemies are respawning after a while. Yeah, the enemies do respawn after a while if you want to do some grinding. Some of these dungeon crawler games has a time limit. You can't stay on the same floor forever. If you stay too long on a single floor, sometimes it spawns an invincible enemy that kills you. That's pretty common for dungeon crawlers. As a way to not get over leveled. They don't want you to stay on a single floor for too long. Hello. Ever seen a pearl? What is a pearl? They contain mystic powers. Face towards an enemy and then kick them. Oh, there is some magicite. Magicite is very uncommon. Exit if it gets broke. Yeah, we do have the quick save, so we could try to exit the dungeon and see what happens. Most likely everything resets. Persona 3. No, I wasn't thinking about Persona 3. Or maybe the game was thinking about Persona. But I didn't have any special game in mind. Oh no, I fell asleep. Let's try some magic against this guy. This is a turtle for sure. And it's guarded. Haha. We steal some of the HP. Ouch! This is one scary enemy. Finally, that was a tough one. I'm not sure what this is. Ah, that was the sleeping. Hmm. 14 stones. What do I need 14 stones for? I just noticed sometimes when I get hit, they drop my ATB meter. Uh-oh. At least it seems like healing seems to be instant in this game. We don't have to wait for the ATB to fill up. We can just use the healing whenever. No, the iron was cursed. I equipped the iron, but it was cursed. It is stronger, but it is also cursed. And of course, we are getting to the fun part about the dungeon crawlers. The inventory is constantly full. We constantly have to throw things away. We got some new music again. No, not that guy. Run away. No, they are everywhere. Woohoo, level up. And poison. I'm not sure what that was, but it didn't cure poison, that's for sure. And it seems like poison is only... It doesn't drain any HP, but we don't gain any HP either, so... Poison is not that bad. Looks like I am silenced. Oh, how is the bag full? I just used an item. How is the bag still full when I just used an item? Oh, that's right, because it turned into a bottle, of course. Of course. And I just turned myself into a toad. Great. Great. How long does the toad last? Am I a toad forever? Is this my life now? Seems so. There we go. Back to Chocobo. Quick, before she uses magic. Oof. Money! Quite a lot of it. How much do we have? We have 400. I'm gonna assume that some of the shops have opened up next time we visit the town. This was a big floor map. Nope, going this way. Ooh, interesting. Haha, so if we find a bookmark, it raises the level of one spell. That's nice. Please don't be cursed. It wasn't cursed, but it was super bad. Let's try the shine. No, I'm dead, I'm dead. This is our first death. Oh, so sad. I do have a quick save I could load, but let's see what happens when you die. What? Your items are gone? What the hey? At least you are okay. Next time, try to get back on your own. Counting on you. So... Interesting. Very interesting. At least we learned something from this. We learned that you get to keep, if not all levels, at least most of the levels. And we also get to retain whatever we had equipped. And we also retain the levels, the spell levels. So there is at least constant progress in this game. We are not back to the very beginning. And surprisingly enough, we also get to keep all the money, which is the biggest surprise of all. I see. So we can also store 10 items outside of the dungeon. We are learning. And we can save. Let's see if any of the shops have opened up. He needs an item of some sort. Oh, cutscene. Spooky. Is it Fat Chocobo? Fat Chocobo from Final Fantasy IV. I am Whis and run the storage. So we can pay 2,000 to store another 10 items. But none of that is I don't have any reason to do that right now. I have 0 items. I see, so we can sell items but not buy them yet. We can't go this way. Oh well, then we go back into the dungeon. Time for round number 2. This should hopefully go a bit faster since we have some actual equipment, so we don't have to spend too much time on these lower floors. We can try to get back to floor number 8 faster. Whee! Ouch! Yeah, we're just gonna go through these first floors pretty quickly. It seems like the enemies are based on the level, the floor they are on, it seems, so the enemies don't level with us or anything like that. Moist. Just what I wanted. Ooh. I just realized that the ring got lost. We did have a ring before, but that one got lost when we died. You don't get to keep the ring, but you do get to equip the saddle and the talons, unless that is randomized what you get to keep. That could also be the case. Level up! Let's just use up these. Wakey wakey. But I'm surprised how mild the poison is in this game. The poison is so mild compared to other dungeon crawlers. What happens if we use the thunder on a lamp? That also worked. Nice. Oh, we got the full map. Not life. What are these names? Let's try life. Ooh, max HP rose 5. That's a lot. That's almost 10%. And the normal nut just gives us energy. We know that that one is... Don't we have a single potion? Let's just try the fermented one. Let's see. Let's just do it. Which one do we equip instead? I wish we found one of those combine places. I want to combine the double leather into a triple leather. Yeah, I would love to see if we can combine all of these leathers together. But for now it seems to be a better option to just equip the cursed iron. It is twice as strong, so... Bubbling thunder. Is it, are you reading those latest magazine that you got? Your latest pile. But that sounds like a good Sunday. Just reading some old magazines and watching Chocobo Dungeon. Ah, tomorrow, I see. Are you already back? Are you in the middle of the fight? The middle of the sewer fight? But yes, we had middle of the fight. We died for the first time in this game, so we know what happens when you die at least. When you die, you lose all your items that are not equipped. So at least we get to keep the equipment we have on that are actually equipped. And we also get to keep the levels for the spells, and we also get to keep our normal level. So there is some progress in this game. It's not too punishing. The only thing we really lose is the random items, levels, money that we get to keep. This is such a odd way to level the spells by turning on and off the light. That's how you level up your spells. Oh, there was a trap. We fell down to the floor below. We skipped the entire floor. And what in the world is this chest? It looks special. Interesting, we had to use magic to open the chest. Oh, interesting. That's that nut that we just used reduced the ATB for the fire spell. Interesting. So we have faster casting time for the fire spell now. Ooh, teleport. I assume the teleport is anywhere on this floor. And we can finally try to combine something, I think. Maybe we can't. I thought this was one of those combination places. Nice, let's use that instantly. More max health. Oh, but it's randomized. Last time we got 5 out of it, this time we only got a single point. It's randomized. I shouldn't be surprised in a dungeon crawler. Let's try the dim spell. We have never tried this spell, we don't know what it does. Maybe it was just attack damage. I thought it might be darkness or something. Like dim the vision. Not sure what that trap did. Oh, it resetted the map. We forgot the map. When we stepped on the trap, we forgot the map. Well, next floor. This is as far down as we have ever been. Floor number 9. I'm pretty sure this was the one that killed us. It's fun that they are more dangerous when they are in the shell. Ooh, polish gear to improve. Interesting. Let's use it on the steel +1 to make it a steel +2. Ta-da! Nice! Max HP rose 4. That's good. That is good. Miss. Why am I missing so much? Maybe the poison is to blame. And how is the bag always full? Let's try the sparkly water. No, I turned myself to stone. Don't mind me leveling up some magic. Yeah, I like the animations. The animations are pretty cute in this game. It's a shame that I keep using the big map. Let's see. You could use that tiny map as well, so we can actually see the cute Chocobo and the enemies. But I do like the big map. I wish we could. Ah, but we can do that. No, I'm confused. Confusion. No, this is bad. But yes, we could be using the minimap in the corner and then push the button to see the big map, so we can do it like this. Just to enjoy the actual game a bit more. Now we can see the game. Ouch. Floor number 10. We have never been so far. Another one of those magical treasures. I wonder if they always have better loot in them. Open sesame. Ouch. Apparently I blew up the entire treasure chest. That was unfortunate. We know not we now know not to use fire spells on the treasure chest. We learn constantly. Don't confuse me again. I just want to find a place to combine the equipment. That's what I want right now. I want to combine all of these leather ones, and I want to combine these two steel ones. But sadly I can't find a place to do it. Ouch, they are quite dangerous. Ooh, nice. So we can find curse remove. bendy. No, I'm gonna skip that one. Let's just go to the next floor. Oh, what's that? Woohoo, level up! Oh, we don't. Well, let's keep the dispel for now. But we can throw away this one. It's just a cursed ring. No, stop moving, stop moving! Oh, I'm cursed, right. Or silenced. Let's try the jiggly bottle. It was salty. Yes, but what does it do? Let's try the bubbling. Ooh, we gained haste. Nice. Look how tiny my ATB meter is. That's funny. It doesn't move faster, it became tinier, smaller. That was one way to do it. Drain. Let's eat a tart nut. No, let's save it for a while. I can see everything. It was eye drops, I see. Let's try that one, or maybe it will also be cursed. It was not cursed, but we don't know what it does. I don't Any status change. Will this game be 50 levels or will this game be 99 levels? That's the question. But just the fact that we get to keep the levels is hopeful enough. That means this won't take forever. This will be a pretty reasonable game. Miss. I do think that this so-called poison actually affects our hit rate as well. Yeah. Whenever we have this status, we miss a lot more. So that more or less confirms it. I'm completely convinced at this point. So we don't really want to be in fights when we are poisoned. And as I say that, we get poisoned again. I am not sure yet. We shall see. Maybe a bit less streaming coming up, we'll see. There have been so much streaming during the summer. But we are on a roll. We have beaten so many so many games lately. I don't have any items I want to get rid of. Let's use the map, I guess. Ah, it was cursed. But yes, the answer is I have no specific plans. I'm not sure when there will be streams or not during the week. Oh. I guess it is random what spell you need to use on the treasures. But at the moment, all I want to do is keep playing this game. This game is quite fun so far. I have no complaints about this game. This is a very mild and beginner-friendly dungeon crawler. Ooh, another... Can we... I don't understand why we are not getting any of those combine areas. I don't even remember what they looked like at this point. That's all I want. Let me combine. I have so many items saved up. I want to combine these, I want to combine these. Oh, it was an antidote. Party. No, I became slow. Of course, we could also just exit the cave and put all of these items in storage for later. That's another option. That is an option. Ooh, spooky. We get to fight some black mages. It would be nice if we could combine the items in the town, but I don't think that's possible. Ah, behemoth! We fight a behemoth! Maybe that is the sign that we should leave the cave. I think I will do that. Yeah, look at this pretty big increase in difficulty. But we did get a level out of it. So let's try it. We save and go. Oh. Oh. I thought I was exiting the cave, but apparently not. I know. Hamsters are tiny and furry. Help him if you see him. I will. If I do see a hamster, I will help him. Ooh, nice. Now you can hold more items in your bag. And there's the hamster. Look at that cute thing. This is perfect, and we found a combination. We did find a combination as well. Ah. Where did you spawn in from? Cactus creature. Let's unequip the steel. And let's also dispel the cursed items. Let's do a quick save so we can figure out how this works. What happens if we combine the cursed iron and the not cursed iron? Did nothing happen? It is still a cursed iron, it seems. Yeah, nothing happened. We're gonna reload and try again. So cursed plus uncursed is still equals to cursed. Then we try with what happens if we combine leather +1 and leather +1. As expected, it turned into leather +2, then we do leather +2 and leather +1. Will that be leather +3? I hope and assume. Yes. But even then, it's still weaker than my cursed equipment, so once again we reload and try with... we try the same thing with all of these. What happens if we do steel and then steel +2? Interesting. Why did it turn to just steel? That's interesting. But steel +2 and steel +1, that will be +3 most likely. Yes. And all of this work, it still only raises the level by 1 single point. And apparently you shouldn't combine these two. You shouldn't combine a plain one with a +1, because then everything just turns into the plain one. And we could just go back to the town and sell all of these, because the iron one seems to be the better one. Yeah, the iron one has 9 attack, while all of those leather ones only added up to 6 or 7. So this is as good as our equipment can be at the moment. Now we know. We have done our science. Ooh, I forgot we still have this as well. We haven't really found much use for this. It seems like things turn into completely random. Yeah, that turns into a high potion of all things. There is no way to tell what will happen. That turned into a flashy ring. And it was cursed. So with this combination thing, it's just completely random. We have no way of knowing what things will become. It could be absolutely anything. This is just a mystery box. Yeah. It's pointless to even try. Light. Light instead of iron. Ah, it was stronger, but it was also cursed. Skeleton! Haha, that animation was great when when the skull was turning around. Oh no, are they... Is there no way to defeat them? Yes, there is. I will do another try to escape this dungeon. I failed last time. Last time I chose save and go. This time I will try the exit option. Ooh, nice. We finally found a ring that actually does something. But I don't understand. How do we exit the cave? I thought this would be the option to go out of the cave. The exit is just exit the menu. And the save and go is save and go down. So how do we actually go out of the dungeon? Maybe we can't go out of the dungeon. That's unfortunate. If that's the case, I don't know how to save the items. We haven't found any. We can try the teleport. Ah, the teleport is the escape, I see. I thought the teleport was on the floor. That's good to know. And we get to keep everything. Oh, this changes everything. We can even decide which floor we want to go to. Maybe when we use the teleport, we get that option. That's super nice. Suddenly, the teleport item is the best item in the game. Oh, you get a lot of money from the spell. The spell sells for a lot of money. We will sell all of these. And we will keep that one. We will sell this one. Yeah, we will put this one in storage. And the same goes for this one. And use those as backup in case we die. Or in case we find more of them. We can also put some potions in storage. Sadly we can't buy the teleport ability. We can buy identify, but not teleport. It's good to know that we can buy this spell at least. We still can't afford it. We could afford it if we want to, but the Mogul said he would give us some free storage, so that should be enough for now. I'm still not sure what item we could use for that. And look who it is. It is DJ David and his 5 NPCs. Welcome everyone. Welcome back from Dark Souls 3. And hello Kyler. Yes, we are playing. This is the first Chocobo Dungeon. This is the one that only released in Japan. So we are playing a fan translation. Sunday Funday Luncheon Calls. Yeah, I was lurking in your stream as well. And if you're only going to play one of them, you might as well play the second game. That one probably has a bit more content but so far this one is great as well. It has been so long since I played the first one. Many years since I played that one. And this is a pretty generous game. It's a pretty easy game to get into for a newcomer to the dungeon crawler genre. If you die in the dungeon, you still get to keep your level, and you get to keep your money, and you get to keep the items that you have equipped. You lose the items in your menu, but you keep the ones that are equipped. So that's pretty generous. It's not a very punishing game. Let's store some of the potions, let's store the iron, let's store the steel. And then we go back into the dungeon. And we just found out as well, if you use an escape item to get out of the dungeon, then you can actually return to the same floor. That is also very generous. So the furthest we have gotten is floor number 14. So if we want to, we can head straight for number 14 again. So that's very generous. Ah, nice. I did play Legend of Grimrock. It was a great game, but sadly something happened to my save file, and I didn't feel like starting from the beginning, so I never finished Grimrock. But as far as I got in Grimrock, it was quite nice. And I wouldn't call myself a big fan of wizardry, but I did play the first 6. I played the first 6 wizardry games on Super Nintendo. Almost all of them are fan translated. I think it's number 5 that had the official translation, but the rest of them were fan translated. Let's begin at level 10. But yeah, if you have played things like wizardry, then this game will be quite easy for you, since it's so generous in comparison. Ooh, another steel. Then we can, if you find 2 of our equipment, you can combine 2 of them into one stronger. So right now we have combined it into a steel plus 3. And we have this magic system. The more we use a spell, the stronger it gets. So far we have used the fire spell the most. And this one is also a bit odd because there is an ATB. There are ATB fights. It's not a classic turn-based. You can see there's a tiny ATB bar under the Chocobo and under the enemy when we get into a fight. You don't have to wait for the ATB meter to be full, you can attack earlier, but your attack gets stronger when the bar is full. It's a bit weird. So once you get into a fight, then there's the ATB meter, but before you get into the fight, it's classic dungeon crawler rules. The enemies move when you move. we can see, if you notice that enemy up at the top, it will only move when I move. But when we get close enough, then it will start its ATB meter. Like that, it's preparing for an attack. Nice, that's the best item in the game. That's the one that lets us exit the dungeon. Getting that item is the only way to exit the dungeon. Do I dare to equip the ice weapon? No, I can't equip it. The one I have equipped is cursed, so right now I can't remove my weapon. There is only 3 types of equipment. There is the weapon, the armor, and the accessory. One of each. One for attack, one for defense, and one for speed. Yeah, of course I walked into the poison. Classic Ariman. I can't remember. Oh, that's right. The other name is Veteran. In some Final Fantasies, they translated it as Ariman, and in some Veteran. And this has to be some form of cut. Ooh, ooh la la. And that enemy must be some kind of cousin to the cactaurs. It is some type of cactaur at least. We got another one, but I will actually keep both of them. I will use one to exit the cave when we need to exit the cave, and I will keep the other one for the next trip to the cave. Just assuming that I don't die, that's always an option. And there is of course also some modern in situation marks Chocobo Dungeon games. I know that there is one for the Wii that was really fun. I played that one. I quite enjoyed that game. Chocobo Dungeon for Wii. Ouch. Let's use a potion before we go down. I can't believe how easy we kill these enemies now. They used to be difficult just a while ago. So now we have a fire weapon and we have an ice weapon. I'm curious to test these out. But we need to find a dispel curse. We have to uncurse ourselves before we can try them. And then if we are unlucky, they could also be cursed. We could go from one curse to another. We can also use one of these identity cards. Then we find out it's a fire +1. And that turned out to be a ruby. I can't see any difference. Yeah, I think the I think the quick was better. Exactly, the quick lowers the ATB meter. For the ATB meter you want as low number as possible. The lower the ATB, the faster we attack. So we keep the speed ring. Schlap. And level up. This is where we can combine the items. But we don't really have anything to combine. We need... I wonder what happens if we combine fire and ice. Maybe it becomes another element. I won't try it right now. Oh, another ruby. Maybe we can combine the rubies. No, apparently not. We can't combine rings, we can only combine weapons and armor. I became invisible! I wonder if I'm immune to traps when invisible. Such great animation when you read that book. And Aero has reached level 4. Another ruby. Why do we get so many rubies? I wonder if they sell for a lot. They might be expensive. Heh, nice. Just when we got poisoned, we got some antidote. And sometimes you can refill the bottles over and over a few times before it dries up. That is nice. And as I said, the reason why I keep putting on and off the light is because you level up the spells by using the spells. There we go, fire is level 5. And I made some space for the potion. As always, Dungeon Crawlers is all about inventory management. That is such a big part of Dungeon Crawlers. Just constantly deciding what you want to keep and what you want to throw away. Woohoo! And another ruby. It's getting ridiculous. This is as far as we have ever gone. Floor number 14. And we are finally fighting some black mages. Classic black mages. We also, yeah, I was just about to say we also found some behemoths. They hit pretty hard and they have a lot of health. Iron. We only have 1 iron. I think we did put 1 iron in the in storage, so we could combine the 2 irons. We'll see. Skeleton with armor. I'm not sure the other one had armor. Maybe it did. We fought 1 skeleton before. And another iron saddle. We don't need that one. And what are you? What are you? Some kind of hag or a witch with a bird on your head? Ouch, 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 ouch. That was... I guess they are upping the stakes once again. On floor number 15. Is the skeleton playing dead? I think that's what's going on. The skeleton is playing dead. And now it is dead. Not sure what to leave behind. I think the rubies will have to go. We can try... Yeah, let's do the drain spell. Ah. Getting hungry. This is the first time we ever got hungry, and we are still half full. Not once have we been. The hunger system so far has been useless. We haven't gotten any hunger at all. Q stiff. No, that was not a Q, it was just stiff. Did we keep any? Yes, we did have one antidote left. For some reason the poison makes you miss a lot in this game. Uh-oh. We have a black mage. And another generous thing in this game is that you can instantly heal. Healing doesn't use up any time at all. You just instantly do it. We could keep using this sleep trap. The sleep trap gains... for some reason you get less hungry when you sleep. In most dungeon crawlers it's the opposite. You get hungry when you sleep. But in this one, it's the opposite somehow. Let's try one of the dim spells. So far these skeletons are the easiest enemy. They spend most of their time doing nothing. Let's fight magic with magic. This wasn't good. He made me go into the trap. I fell for it totally. That was not a great fight for me. And I'd rather run away than fight that hag again. Oh. I run a shop inside of the dungeon. Camilla's dad? No, my name is Janita. No, but I would like to sell. I would gladly sell some of these rubies. And probably this one as well. We only get a single. Oh well, we don't need it. I'm not sure which of these I should keep or not. But I do want to keep these, combine these, and then combine with this. Interesting. We don't get to know what these are. The ones that are yellow. If the text is yellow, it means they are unidentified. But I think that is all. Interesting. We get to choose when the next shop will appear. What do you desire? Let's see you in 5 floors, I guess. Or if we get to choose it every time, it's there's no reason to do 2 floors at a time if it's going to keep asking us. But I say 4 floors. Yeah. Ouch, I'm almost dead. Nice. Oh no, it's going to steal an item. I see it. It's a thief. It's a thief. Did it steal anything? It did an animation, but I guess it failed. Oh no, we have to deal with thieves from now on. As long as they don't steal my teleportation card. That's another reason to keep 2 of them in case one gets stolen. Yeah. Let's mess with the lights. And we can use some more dim spells on this guy. It's not really stronger, not much stronger than my normal attacks. Ooh, we can combine, finally. We want to combine steel with steel and use fire. What? Why? I feel fooled and tricked. It didn't, for some reason. It didn't turn into anything better. Well, at least it is a steel +1. So now we want to combine the steel +1 and the steel +3. I'm just not sure that the thunder spell will work. Nice, it did work. Now we get a steel +4. It's just a single point of defense extra, but everything helps. Sticky. Ooh, another. We have 3 of them. That's more than we need. And some salty nuts. Let's eat some salty nuts. Nice. It fully restored the hunger. Mystery button. And the floor disappeared. That was new. Ooh, we got a mystery. Let's do a quick save. Mystery floor. Ifrit. We found Ifrit. That's interesting. Oh, I see. All of this is trapped. There is no way around it. We are out of healing, so if I take any more damage, I will use a teleport card and get out of here. Floor number 17, new music and new graphic. But we are still fighting the skeleton. We know we can deal with that skeleton. No, I'm going the other way. Don't take my stuff. Did I have any drain? No, I don't have any drain. Just when I said it, then I got some drain. Let's see if we can find anyone to drain. Maybe drain won't even work on a skeleton. There might not be any life to drain out of them. Well, we could do it. Nice. I wasn't sure if it would work. Nice, because that one, the polish charm, raises the level of equipment. So we can raise this one more level. I'm gonna stay away from the mystery button. Oh, we got a comet. We had one of those before, but sadly I died before I could try it out. I'm just gonna stick around until I get some more health. Oh, I can run. That should speed it up. I wonder if there will be any bosses in this game, or if there will be just one final boss. It's a ham whistle. And of course, ham is short for hamster. Oh, nice. Very nice. And we also get some more inventory space. Why can't I use it? Uh-oh, time to get out of here. Oh, let's teleport. I didn't expect another thief to spawn inside of me. I didn't think that was even possible. The enemy spawned right on top of us. Phew, that was scary. That was scary, but we made it out. We don't need these empty bottles. I'm not sure what to keep. I guess we go and buy the storehouse. We're gonna want that sooner or later anyway. Thanks, give. We can save Ifrit for later. We can save the comet for later. And also the ice and fire equipment. Or maybe we should keep them and buy a dispel potion so we can try them out. That's another option. There shouldn't be much else to do in the town. Unless someone updated their conversations. So many items. Let's see, yes, I have a steel and an iron in here. We'll remember that for later. Still sleeping soundly. I keep forgetting. What kind of item might help with a rusty machine? Have we found anything that might work for that? How very curious. That's all that NPC says. I don't think we are ready for floor 18. I think we shall go back to 13. It feels good if we can keep our level the same as the floor level. Like I said, we don't know how long this game is. I haven't looked it up. But my guess is either 50 levels or 99 levels. Those are the common ones and reasonable ones. But we are already seeing such a big variety of enemies, so I'm leaning towards 50 being the final level. Just based on enemy variety. We have already seen so many different kinds, and ooh, so nice. That's more or less the best item we can find. Finding one of these is so much more effective than finding instead of finding these, we need to find 2 steel saddles. We need to find that place to actually merge them, and we have to merge them and use a fire spell to do it. Just finding one of these is so much better. Instant reward. And I wonder if there is any maximum to the... Maybe +9 is maximum. We shall see. A wind. Shall we try that one on, or will it be cursed? Of course, it was cursed. Now we have much worse defense. This isn't good. We just reduced our defense by a lot. I should have used the identify. I didn't notice I had an identity card. That was stupid. This enemy still did 1 damage, so I think they are using a basic formula for damage in this game. Let's say that the enemy is doing 20 damage and I have defense 14, then the final damage will end up as 6 damage. I think it's such an easy damage formula in this game. Miss, that was unfortunate. Because I pushed the button too early. And for some reason I put every single potion in storage. I didn't mean to put all of them in storage. I meant to put some of them in storage. Yeah, we might have to escape pretty soon and buy a dispel potion. Just so that we can get our defense back before exploring. Let's hope the squishy potion was a normal potion, a healing potion. It was, thankfully. And hopefully, no, adhesive. I don't remember what that one did. We did try it before. Ah, it was the eye drops. I don't want I don't want adhesive as eye drops. That doesn't sound good. I can't deal with double mages. One at a time, please. Level up! At least we got something out of this visit to the cave. this has to work. Yes, of course, a spell that... Then this also have to work. Yes, I'm not disappointed. And that's nice, now we can exit whenever we want. Under wood, we can just throw that away. I doubt it's even worth any money. That has to be terrible. Uh-oh. What have I gotten myself into? Phew. Can't believe I escaped that. Why is there poison everywhere on this floor? Hopefully I don't think the poison affects the hit rate of magic, it's only for physical attacks. Muddy. Let's identify that. Oil. We don't know what oil even is. No hope here from walking. And a moldy, let's identify that too. Oh, the moldy turned out to be wise. And using that lowers the casting time for the fire spell. So that's nice. Ah, we made it back to the shop. Do you want some oil? Oh no! Why is that a thing? Ah, gauge items from Rust. Just the fact that Rust is a thing in this game annoys me. Well, then I guess we will keep it around. I wonder how it works, if we use this to cure the oil or the rust, or if we use it to prevent it. And if so, how long does it prevent it? Why is there rust in this game? And I think he is selling the same things. I'm not sure if this is the exact same things. We will need to see the shop at least once more before I can confirm it. But to me it looks the same as the last time. I'm just going to try... we can't use it in here. And we get to reset the shop appearance every time, so we don't have to worry too much about that decision. Let's see what happens if we put it on this. The steel was oiled. Does that mean... Ah, nice. It got a symbol on it. Hopefully, I really hope that symbol will stay there. But we shall find out. Blackbird versus Yellowbird. We have so many teleport cards. And I'm pretty sure we put one in storage too, so... Those, if I can just survive, then... We have very good... Geyser had no effect. Yeah! Finally! We managed to uncurse ourselves. Nice. Then we can equip... Then we can equip this finally. Ah, our defense is back to normal. Oh! I didn't... Interesting. I'm just going to check something. Is the curse permanently removed? Oh, it's actually uncursed this time. Not just removed, it is uncursed. I see. That is great. That is amazing, I say. Then I'm just curious, once we get back to town, if my fire and ice weapon are better or equal to the light weapon. Now things are looking up. And we get a potion we can use. And we can instantly refill the potion. Nice, level 16 on floor 16. We have 100 HP. Whee! Torn. We never had that one before, the torn one. And so many empty bottles. I'm still scared of these enemies. They haven't stolen anything yet, but I feel like it... Did it steal anything? I can't say. We still have the equipment at least, that's the important part. I think it just stole some empty bottle. I think it stole an empty bottle and disappeared. But I knew it. I knew they would start stealing things. They are introducing the rust mechanic and the stealing mechanic, all of the fun things in dungeon crawlers. Back to this. Oh, that's new. Uh-oh! I just noticed I'm low on health and he is building up for something. It wasn't as dangerous as it looked. I expected even worse. But I'm out of healing. Whew, that was a tough enemy. The next enemy we see, we have to drain. If you steal my items, I'll steal your life. That's fair. Apparently he had some shurikens. It's getting annoying. Miss. Who is screwing with the light? It really was a mistake to store all of my potions. What was I thinking? But we found a hearty one. And I try to stay away from all these mystery buttons. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. Right now, I don't feel like pushing them. And we are back to level 18. This is as far down as we have gone. That was one cute thing. Some kind of snail and frog combo, it looked like. That one. It's a snail and a frog at the same time. Ah! And they are the ones that rust the equipment. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It... and it also recursed my... Damn it. This is the worst. It lowered the level of my weapon and it recursed it. That was super terrible and I will never again fight a snail frog. This was the last time we fight these guys. What a pain. I was so happy to finally be rid of the curse and then it came back. And I also see that I will end the stream very soon. I will return to town and end the stream there. It is getting close to dinner time. No, what did you steal this time? I wish that I told you what got stolen. I have no idea what he stole. These... I shouldn't have checked that odd painting. But these floors are getting a bit annoying. Ah, I know what he stole. He stole my He stole my lumpy potion. I had a lumpy potion that he stole. Oh well, let's check floor 19. And run! Run. Nice, that was some nice damage. We know that this is not deadly. Stinky. Kick ability row. Oh, that's right. We have never figured out. We do have this kick ability that we have never used. We don't know what that does. Apparently it doesn't hurt the enemies at least. Interesting. I meant to kick it. That's right, I completely forgot about this. No, run! You rick me all you want. I don't think we want to mess with that, whatever it is. Spooky. I'm going out of here. I'm too scared. That thing was too scary. But we did get a level, and we did... well, mostly we got a level. Not much else. We upgraded this one, and we found the oil. Finding that oil was nice, but we will need one more for the weapon as well. We can sell this one. We don't need empty bottles. Fear the Reaper. I think I will put the Doom card into storage. Oh, let's see. Could we buy the Dispel potion? This one, interesting, but this one only removes cursed item. This doesn't uncurse them. I wonder what the name was of the uncurse. I should have paid more attention when I used the uncurse item. We don't need to. We don't want to unequip it right now. We just want to uncurse it. Let's store Doom card. Yeah, that is that, and let's see what we have. Just for science, I want to see the fire one. Oops. And we do have a teleport card in storage. We never want to run out of teleport cards. We buy the spell. We use this spell, but we can't. No, we can't use it in town. That's a shame. Then I will just go to the dungeon and reload, just to find out. I just want to find out. Dispel. And then we equip fire. Oh, nice. That confirms we will be using, from now on, we will be using the fire. That has higher attack than the cursed item. But for now, we reload, take out the fire. Yes, we have the fire, and then we buy the Dispel Potion and end the stream for now. I'm not sure when I will be back, if it's later today or maybe tomorrow. But we shall continue this whenever it is. So far this is very pleasant to play. I have no complaints. And it is also more or less what I expected, coming from having played the second game. All of the Chocobo Dungeon games are good. This one, the second one, the Wii version. Can't remember the exact title of that one, but there is a Chocobo Dungeon for the Wii. Yeah, there is nothing more we need to do. Wasn't there yeah, that's right, if you sleep you can save. So that we get a true save file and not just a quick save. But that is that. Thanks everyone for watching. It was really fun. It was really fun, and of course we thank DJ for raiding. I shall watch him later today. He shall be continuing with Dark Souls 3, so I want to watch some of that. Yes, thanks again for watching this entire stream, or at least lurking and reading the Nintendo magazine. Now you know what Chocobo Dungeon is all about. Still not your type of game, it's not really my type of game either, but every once in a while I can at least play something like this. But there is not much of a story to be had, and there is not much of level design or anything like that. It's just get to the bottom of the dungeon and win. Later everyone.